What's good, YouTube? Back again with another video. I'm going to be reacting to another video from It's Up There podcast. I will leave the link in the description. Today we'll be discussing Umar Johnson and how he continues to gaslight black women. Let's get into it.
I'm gonna help you out, babe.
Yeah.
You can stay a little longer though. You kind of curvy. Shut up! 5-5.
We know what you like too. Don't act like a lot of times you like to run from like
5'5", thick in the thighs. Umar loves to over-sexualize black women.
man, let's talk about that first of all.
What's up?
Last year I had you here and I talked to you about beloved Sukiyana.
Yes.
And we had a communication. You say, I meet people where they are.
Yes.
I'm a man myself. Your interaction with Sukiyana.
He meets women where they are. Not men, but women. In particular, black women.
It lends me some information that I want to try to ask you to clarify.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything that you are attracted to when it comes to the beautiful Sukiyana?
I'll tell you what attracts me to Sukihana. She is a completely different woman off the television set. When we had dinner, that conversation was so pure, so innocent, so honest. I almost forgot who I was having dinner with. So what she does on television, although I don't condone it, it's a persona. Behind all of that is a beautiful woman. And I hope before it's too late that she turns the corner because...
So essentially, because Umar Johnson is fond of Sukihana, he'll turn the other cheek, he'll look the other way and say that he hopes that she will eventually redeem herself. But when it comes to, a lot of black male celebrities, Umar Johnson is very, very critical. One person in particular is LeBron James. He's made several comments about LeBron, his school, I think it's I Promise or Promise Academy that LeBron has is not a real school, it's a fake school, I just think Umar is hating and jealous. Again, LeBron is a married man. He's been with his wife, I believe her name is Savannah, since like high school. Unlike Umar, 2 baby mothers, 2 different women, never been married. But because it's a black woman, and this is, you gotta understand, Umar's base is primarily black women, in particular single mothers, as well as the elderly. He takes advantage of these people and finesses and gets over.
because she has a lot to offer our community if she can come back over to this side. That's my hope. I want her to come back over to this side.
What does too late look like?
I don't know. But what I do know is in the world of entertainment, when you start to get on the other side of 40, right? That's your golden years in entertainment. Black don't crack, as you know. But when our sisters get on the other side of 40, when they're in the show business industry, that's when the views and everything can begin to slow down. And I want her to make that shift before she gets there. She got some time before she gets there, but I want her to make the shift while she's still on top, still commanding an audience. Do right while you're still under the light.
Umar should take some of his own advice and do right when it comes to this FDMG school scam. But again, like I said, when it comes to black women, Umar is constantly caping, especially Sukihana. If you ever followed this woman or are familiar with her, like I said, she's no example for the black community, especially she's no role model for young black women.
Do you think that some of your audience, I believe, is not as open-minded to that subject as you?
I agree. Very judgmental.
Right.
In fact, the black consciousness community might be more judgmental than the Christian church. The black conscious community might be more judgmental than the Islamic masjid. They might be more judgmental than some of our Hebrew Israelite brothers. We're very judgmental and we're quick to condemn in black consciousness, which I think is one of the misgivings of the culture. Because despite all the knowledge and information we've given people, on the flip side, we're very quick to judge by appearances. So for example, I want all black women natural, right? And one day every sister in here who's not natural going to be natural, okay? But I'm still going to accept my sisters who not natural. They're not going to get judged. They're not going to feel uncomfortable. I'm not going to run them out the room because I know there's no compulsion in consciousness. People come to consciousness on their own terms. You can't.
Again, like I said, Umar is just, you let him talk long enough, he always exposes himself. Again, Umar constantly promotes, he wants a woman that's natural hair, no outlandish colors when it comes to the color in their hair, no makeup, but then he gets caught up in scandals with the conscious stripper, and then it comes to like what she looks like, and it's literally what he preaches against. Again, on the screen we have a picture of, this is the conscious stripper that was did have romantic relations with Umar Johnson, when at the time he was telling people that he was celibate, which was another lie. But again, like I said, not a bad looking sister or anything, but I mean clearly the hair is red, those eyebrows, they look painted on. I don't know if that's magic marker or what, but clearly this sister is not natural, and this is what Umar was dealing with. Again, like I said, Umar practices, he talks a lot of big talk online, but in real life he never practices what he preaches.
And not force it. I've had sisters who I never thought would go natural, bro, who show up to me one day at an event and say, Dr. Umar, look. Brothers who I never thought would stop bunny hopping, and they show up one day, and they'll show up one day with a black woman. Proud, look, doc, I finally did. I'm like, I gave up on that brother. I thought he was done. He shows up 6 years later with a beautiful dark-skinned chocolate queen, right? So I had to learn that we can't expect people to change when we want them to change. Let them come in their own term. Look at El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, Malcolm X. He was raised in a Garvey family. His father was a leader of the Garvey movement. In fact, it was Malcolm's father who put pressure on President Calvin Coolidge to exonerate Marcus Garvey. Malcolm's father did that. But after the father passed and the mother was institutionalized, Malcolm went wayward for a long time.
This is gonna be
Again, like I said, this is a quick clip from It's Up There podcast. Like I said, this was a great series. Make sure you go check this brother's channel out. Like I said, one of the few interviews where he actually gave Umar some actual pushback. Again, like I said, Umar talks one thing and lives a totally different life. He never practices what he preaches. Again, Umar spends a lot of time being very critical of other people, what they want to do in their bedroom, who they want to date, whether or not they have real schools, all these things that don't matter. But he never puts his focus on accomplishing the goal of opening FDMG to educate these young black boys. Again, like I said, we're going on 5+ years and the school hasn't even passed inspection. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.